Nick Fury's been in the MCU since the beginning, since Iron Man 1, that post-credits scene, and a brand new theory is suggesting that Nick Fury knew about the snap, that it was going to happen, to some degree, and that's why things shape out the way they do in Infinity War. So, let's talk about it. So Nick Fury is a calculated character. You know, we don't see too much emotion out of him, but we have seen a good amount when he's in danger, obviously. You know, you look at Winter Soldier. When he's surrounded, he shows emotion. When we get to Avengers Infinity War, in the post-credit scene, we see him and Maria Hill driving the car. We start to see things going crazy. We start to see, you know, him, like, not really panic as much as Maria, right? And we see them get out of the car. We see Nick Fury looking around as to what's happening. Maria starts to disappear. He doesn't look that fazed. He's a little shocked, but okay. And then he pulls out the beeper and calls Captain Marvel. Almost like he knew something was coming. Almost like he was waiting for this exact moment to use that beeper and never before. Why? Why didn't he use it when the Chitauri were invading New York to call Captain Marvel? You know, let's talk about this, right? Like, that doesn't make sense. So, the theory and the notion out there is that Nick Fury somehow knows that this was coming. He knew something like this was going to happen. He had the beeper to call Captain Marvel, but he could not use it up until this moment, till he saw this exact thing. Like, this is the moment that everything clicked together. And he's like, this is finally the time to use this giant, you know, ace in the hole I've had in my pocket this entire time. And you have to think, there's got to be something to this, right? There has to be. How did he know that this is the thing? Like, he suddenly starts seeing people vaporize, and he's like, okay, this is when I use it. Clearly something here is big, something is going on. Maybe Captain Marvel is going to explain this. You know, Nick Fury did say there's time travel involved, possibly, with her power. So does she look into the future and tell him what's going to happen? People disappearing? Hey, when people start turning to ash, hit this button. Okay. Maybe. It would kind of be a cool way to explain exactly where she's been. It would make sense.